her BCT ceremony.
Oh my.
Her drill sergeant fell out of like nobody else fell out the whole time. The instructor was the first one to fall out. What's going on?
What are we waiting for? Alright,
What's
go
going
ahead.
on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. See, no, it's 2 weeks after the fact that we were supposed to make a post.
Well, it's
We
not
were,
2 weeks. It's about 12 days. 12 days. Because I
yeah,
looked at it.
12 days is
Mhm.
whatever the case is, and we did have another video for last week that was supposed to be up last week.
Yeah, but technical difficulties.
Yeah, I'm gonna let her explain what happened.
Technical difficulties. That's all.
So yeah, you know, we was trying to come up with a game plan for what we was gonna do. We was gonna try to drop back back videos.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 this time, too.
So yeah, do our little, you know what I'm saying?
We're going to be talking about, so as you know, we in the Army. So we're going to talk about, like, tips and tricks to join the Army and what you should expect at basic training and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Why you keep doing that with your head?
I'm listening.
All right, you want to go first? Because we never went to basic training at the same time or AIT. So, AIT is Advanced Individual Training. That's what it stands for. And that's basically your job training or what you do in the Army as a job. So, you want to start by your experience first?
Well, okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna just.
And by the way, if you're new to the channel, we're married and we're in college and we're in the Army. And you just can subscribe down below. Go ahead.
Anyway, um, so from my experience when I left down the plane, whatever the case is,
I know
you
you got
get
to talk about
to.
MEPS too.
Nah, I'll let y'all
Yes.
figure out mess for that because
No. You got to
mess is
talk
one
about MEPS.
thing. It just let's just say this in short. You're gonna be bored. You're gonna really be bored. I think that's the first feel of all the things that's going to suck off the rip. Trying to join, it's MEPS because you're going to be bored and you don't want to go there more than 3 times. I'm telling you, it's going to suck. It's going to suck, and it's not because like it's a punishment or something, but just make sure like if you get everything done on that first day, very lucky.
But wait, Rashmi, what's MEPS? What does MEPS stand for? I don't know what MEPS is.
Man, MEPS is like your in processing station. In short, for
Military Entrance Processing Station. I'm not really sure, but you can look it up. But I'm not really sure, but
see,
I
she
think
could
that's what
she
it is.
could she could explain this, but I'm just saying what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it that.
What did they do at MEPS?
Uh,
Question mark.
so it's a processing station. Like for your information, you go discuss on what you want to go in there for, what you want to do. You gotta take a couple tests. You gotta do some stuff that you ain't gonna be too proud of.
Well, in detail, you do a vision test. They test your hearing. They test you for drugs. They look at your whole file for the last 7 years or something like that. And you got to take a written test, which is the ISVAB. Army. What does the ISVAB stand for again? Something. Just look that up too. But you can take the ISVAB there. You can take your PICOT. The PICOT is like when you took the ISVAB in your recruiting office. You can take the PICOT as in like a test to make sure that your recruiter didn't take the test for you. So I ended up taking my PICOT at MEPS instead of the ISVAB because I took my ISVAB in the recruiting station first. And then after you do those two things, then you go into the medical part, which requires them taking your blood pressure, like blood draw, stuff like that. Continue.
I mean, she displayed it, so you know what I'm saying. Short, this is what you gotta do for Beps. You
Yeah.
know, get there, be done. I think.
And some recruiters be telling y'all like, yeah, don't tell them nothing that they don't know of, but really, they can put that file up for the past 7 years. Like, trust and believe that they see everything. Um, Reception when you actually leave.
Get to that. So this is going to be the part where I'll say, where you feel like, well, if you really love your family, I hope you do. But if you really love your family, you all be close to your family. You're gonna feel it. It's gonna hurt a little bit too because when you gotta go, you're ready to get that get on that plane wherever you're going after certain months of waiting. It's gonna feel like isolation. It's gonna suck because you know you're gonna go somewhere you don't know anyone, they don't know you, and you're gonna be doing a lot of boring things. It's gonna suck in a way, like mentally, and then the physical part comes soon enough. So just keep in mind, like they'll let you know, they'll tell you that on your record that this is how long you should be doing training for.
Mm, it's on your
Reception
contract.
can change that
Well, it never did
depending
for
on
me.
what happens.
It never did for me, but it did for him because something happened at Fort Jackson at the time. That's just it. Like, it's definitely not gonna say you're gonna be in reception for longer than you have to be. But if like some crap just happened that can set you back, that it can possibly happen. But me, on the other hand, I was in there for about 6 days. I wasn't even there for a week. I was in there about 6 days, and for me, reception wasn't that like isolating for me. I don't know. I never got that side of it because I was in there for
Shoot, yeah, we
literally
should we
six
should make
days.
this like comparison because my time, boy,
When was you in there for?
my time, she said 6 days. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get into BCT a month later.
Yeah, so he's in there for a month.
A
But I
month
was in there.
later
I was,
of doing nothing.
but I
They
was
don't
in
they
there
don't
for
let you work
6 days.
out.
What do you mean? They
You can't
did.
you on restricts. You can't do anything. You're just waiting.
All right, so we both went to reception in Fort Jackson. Clearly, Fort Jackson, South Carolina. So when I went to Fort Jackson, it was February. When you went, what year? What month was that?
Man, it was
It
like
was
September.
August. No, it was
September.
August.
No, I left
It was
in
the end of
September.
August though. It was like August. You left
No,
August.
it was I left in September.
No, you
That's
left
what that
August 29th. Yes, you did.
no.
Yes, you did.
It was at the end of
No, no,
September.
no, 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 no. It
No,
was
I
August
know.
29th. I remember this out of my head.
Pull
August
up. Let me pull up my
29th.
phone. I got
Anyway, he left August 29th.
man.
You
Look,
looking for you looking for it on his phone?
no,
Look,
hold
look,
on, hold
look.
on, hold
Okay,
on,
all
hold on.
right, all right, all
Hold
right. Look for it.
it. Oh, okay.
It
You're right.
was
It was
August
August. It was
29th.
August. It was August.
No, tell him.
It
August
was at the end.
29th.
It was at the end of August. All right.
August 29th.
Yep.
That's what the phone said, right?
Yep.
August
Yep.
20th.
Yep.
Okay.
It
All
was the
right.
29th of August. Left August 29th. I didn't
Why are you
start training
yelling?
until maybe like not in September. It was in October. It's cold. It was cold as I don't want to say that. I don't want to say the F bomb. It was cold as balls. All right. It was cold. It had like it was like
It was
man.
October. It was
Ain't
not that cold. Just being
okay.
extra.
Okay. So she went after the fact of like when like
No, when
winter
I went, it
ended.
was cold.
I went at the beginning of like winter. I still didn't get out until it was a whole like what comes after winter after the new year start? Spring? What is it? Spring?
Is it?
I don't know. But she went after like a whole new like what's it called came in like a whole new type of
No, when I was there,
time.
it was
So
cold too.
no, it was transferring. Like when she got in, because by the time I finally got out, it was still snowing in January where I was. You know what I'm saying? It was
It
still
was
snowing
not snowing. It was
in
ice.
January,
It
bro.
was not.
No, it was snowing. Like it was snowing, man. It was snowing every morning. You waking up. We had a thing on like nearly like 80. Man, it's still cold in the room. How does that make sense, bro? It was cold, man. It was to the point where like you walk
No, so
outside.
you want to tell them that you left Fort Jackson and then actually got transferred.
Yeah, so at the time when I was coming in, okay, yeah, I forgot to explain that. At the time I was coming in, it was like a little changeover.
Yeah, a drill
Something happened.
sergeant died
Yeah,
at Fort Jackson. And
going
then
into
you went,
Fort Jackson, the normal place where most people that have like non-combative MOSs would go. That's where you'd be starting off at more than likely. Okay, if you got like some out of jobs, you know what I'm saying, you being like a medic, something like that, you probably
no, my battle buddy, she was a combat medic. And we
well,
met
hey,
at Fort Jackson.
yeah, what it is. But you know what I'm saying? And then it's like if you have the job that I have, I'm a 92Y, which is a unit
Why you keep
supply.
on saying Y? 92 Yankee.
On the paper it will say 92Y.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Y do stand for
phonetic
Yankee.
alphabet Yankee. 92 Yankee.
You know,
Yeah. And I'm an
she
88
gonna
Mike.
she
I'm a
gonna be
truck
the back
driver.
explainer. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she'll will turn out this month.
I'm an 88 Mike. A truck driver.
You know what I'm saying? So
Actually
just
doing
picture
stuff.
yourself driving a normal truck. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
your
you're
daily car.
driving an
You just turn the
army
wheel.
truck.
That's what you're
You're
doing for
driving
real. You know what I'm
army
saying?
trucks, and you're gonna be qualified to drive at least like 25 different vehicles.
Yeah, it's a good job. You know, you just turn wheels. I could do that all day, man. I'd be doing all day anyway. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Anyway, he got transferred to Fort Leonard. No, I'm
no,
lying.
that's
I
that's
was at
that's
Fort
that's what
Leonard.
she was
Um,
for AIT.
Fort what is it called? Oh my god, what's the one in Georgia? You don't remember what you say?
For BCT, for my BCT, to end up at Fort Jackson, I ended up at Fort Moore.
Yeah, Fort Moore. That's like infantrymen like be going to that.
It's an infantry base.
Same crap.
No,
Yeah,
infantry base,
infantry base. Okay, all right.
home of
So
the infantry. Apparently,
okay, so at reception. Well, you never went over at reception. What happens at reception? Because you already did all your paperwork and everything at Mills. What happens at reception?
I mean, what
You
happened?
don't remember? You don't know what you did at reception.
Man, it's so long, but look, I'm telling you,
It is.
right
Listen,
now,
let me tell you what
like
happens at reception.
my experience, it went down. Like the amount of time that they had me in there for it was already unreasonable, and like my contract was starting to overfall. Like I was already weeks over when I was supposed to be out of training. Like probably by almost exact entire month or whatever. And you know what I mean? Like, oh snap. You know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna lie. Like my experience, it was okay. It was what it is. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I did BT, when I went to BCT, I'm over doing stuff that wouldn't normally be on the requirements and stuff that you would do, whatever the case is. And it kind of sucked because over there, like Georgia, it's like because that's where Fort Moore is. It's
Yeah,
in
in
Georgia.
Georgia.
Columbus.
Columbus, Georgia. Yeah.
Yeah, Columbus. And like over there in the wintertime, like it's so bipolar. Like the weather over there is so bipolar. It don't make no sense, man. Like
I think
so,
every
Pete.
base is bipolar.
Well,
Like
no, no, no,
I
no, no,
feel
no,
like
no.
every
No, Georgia
base
got it for
is
me.
bipolar. The
Georgia
weather is
got it for me
bipolar
big time.
everywhere. Every base. Like I just feel like that's just a base thing. Like everybody outside of those gates is experiencing like normal weather, but everything inside. Even when I was at Fort Jackson, when I was at Fort Leonard Wood, it was the same thing. So I feel like that's everything. That's every base at this point.
Nah, man.
I feel like it is.
I don't think no other place really have
Okay,
it
but
like
you're
that
still not talking
compared
about
to
what happened in reception.
GA.
You keep on jumping in basic training.
What you mean?
But
Like in
I don't.
reception, you look, man. This is what you're gonna do in short reception. You're gonna be waiting. You're gonna eat, and you're gonna be
That's
waiting
not
again.
what it's all about. Let me tell
And
you.
then, or what they're gonna do? You're gonna keep having to learn the shark program of
Listen,
like You like sharp is just basically for like
Sharp sexual harassment and something. It's basically sexual harassment and all the laws and
because that
everything
is
going
taken
on.
very seriously. So
Yeah,
how
can
I
you let me
suggested,
finish talking? All right. All
you
right.
ain't got, you know what I'm saying?
So I don't care what your recruiter tell you, but you are not going straight the basic training when you ship off. I promise you, you're not. You're gonna at least sit in reception for a week.
Her words, not mine.
No, it's true. You need to know the truth. You gonna sit in reception for a week. They're gonna receive you, where the drill sergeants receive you off the bus when you get there.
Oh
They're
yeah,
gonna receive you.
that experience gonna be crazy.
No,
Cause if you
what?
never met a drill sergeant in your life before, it feel like
I feel like
if you haven't really already had somewhat similar experience of what's gonna happen, it's gonna like if you never got yelled at in your life, especially when BCT start, you gonna
in
find out.
reception the drill
You gonna find
sergeants.
out. It's like oh snap, boy, here they come, boy, they right here. And then the second you see them walking up, that's probably where stuff starting to get real. But not sometimes some drill sergeants don't come out yelling. You know what I'm saying? But even though you probably some people be expecting it to, some people still be scared. But sometimes drill sergeants don't come out yelling. They'll just be doing their job. Sometimes they'll just because as you if you ever like hooked into it, not a lot of people really want to be a drill sergeant, and it's like what I mean. It's just I don't know. It could be like annoying having to put up with that. So some people really do be tired of it. So people just got, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So anyway, the reception drill sergeants are not that bad. Like they just receive you there. They just really their job as reception drill sergeants is to get you out of reception. That's what their main goal is. So I had a good reception drill sergeant. She was all about us just coming there and going. Like we need to get out of there as fast as possible. And basically, when I signed my contract, they said I was a little bit overweight or whatever. So I had to go to fat camp. But it's not really called fat camp. I think it's called nutrition camp, but everybody calls it fat camp. So that's when you over the weight or whatever. So only place they have fat camp is Fort Jackson. And they also have a program called like if you failed your ASVAB or something like that and you could go to training and do it again in training. That's the only they only have it at in Fort Jackson. Those two programs. I don't remember what it's called. But she was like all as soon as we got there like one the second day. The second day we got there, she was like everybody who need to get taped because if you're overweight, they gonna literally just tape your stomach and stuff like that. I think they changed it so they tape on your stomach. And when we got there, she was basically like, she's gonna go tape us and stuff like that. So as soon as we got there, I got taped and I didn't have to go no more. So I just, I was just like on a line up for shipment already, just second day of being there. So only thing I had to go do is go get my shots because you got to get shots. Something that you don't talk about in reception. You got to get shots
She was more excited on explaining the story than me. I'm just keeping that step.
because you had a bad experience. That's okay. But my experience wasn't that bad, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like, oh my god, like but yeah, you gotta get your dog tags or something around your neck that has your name, your social, and your blood type on it, right? That's one thing that's on your dog tag, right?
Yep.
Okay. You get that in reception, ideally. But some people didn't get it until training, but majority of us got it in reception. Um what else? So you basically do a paperwork to say if something was supposed to happen to you, how much money your family gets after you die. You do that.
It's just called UTI bill.
No, that's not your GI Bill. Your GI Bill
Not
is
that.
I don't know what
Hmm.
it's called, but it's basically who's getting that money and how much money are they gonna take out of your pay to be paying like your life insurance. Like it's basically your life insurance. um they're gonna also if you need BAH, which is basic allowance housing, that's what that stands for. So You get BAH if you have at least, like I did going into training, or you're married. You could get extra money for the state that you're living in, not for the state where you're going to training, but for the state that you're living in. And I did get like a few thousands for that on top of my pay. I did.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying.
Because I had a lease.
She like while my bad experiences would happen, I was giving her the overhead experience, so her experience was better. You know, she even got a little extra bread on the like. Nah, I ain't gonna say extra because she got it's like an extra setup like bread added on to like
Yeah,
that amount that
on
you
my
already
pay.
getting if you
Yeah.
are like because we both came in 83s,
Yeah.
so a little bit higher than others.
Yeah.
And
And in the state of
she got
Florida,
more.
because we're from Florida, so Florida, their housing is a little bit expensive, but not expensive in New York. Because if you're in New York, you're making that BH bread. I'm telling you right now, like you're making top tier money in training at that point if you're coming from New York. So yeah, that's what they ideally do in reception, and basically, I never had a problem with it. We got 3 meals a day. Like I was like, I love the food in reception. I love the food in reception. Oh, and also they give you your uniform in reception, right? Yeah, they give you your uniform in reception. They give you your running shoes in reception.
Man, they give you the
your
whole setup.
boots.
They give
Yeah,
you the setup.
basically.
They give you all that,
Yeah, you gonna have your uniform by like reception.
so
You
you
gonna
don't
have
have to worry about bringing athletic attire
yeah.
because you ain't gonna see it.
Do not bring anything really. I
Yeah,
really
don't
just
bring anything
recommend just
crazy.
bringing yourself, and that's it. Cause you're gonna have a store which is a PX on base. They're gonna let you do all those shopping and all that.
And go hold you. You
Like
ain't gonna probably see that for maybe a week.
what?
So
See what?
just be alert.
See
Bring some
what?
soap, but don't bring no scented soap.
Yeah. Don't bring
Don't
no
bring all
center
that
soap,
crazy
cause they
stuff.
make you do a shakedown. Like don't bring nothing like that
And
at
they
all.
would like and stuff that you do bring. Don't bring nothing expensive, bro. Especially if
Yeah.
it's nothing that you know you can keep. They will throw it in the trash.
Mm-mm.
They will
And you
throw
see
it in the
those little
trash.
nail clips that had little pointed file on the top on the end of it? Don't even like I tried it already. Don't they gonna take that from you?
In the
The
trash.
tail combs, don't bring that either. Take it from you. I had like 3 of them. Took
All
it.
in the trash, man. Gone.
So yeah, that's basically what you do in reception. What you should expect in reception. Like it's nothing out of the world, you know, other than what he making it seem like because he been there for a month. But
I
I
ain't
only
say
been there
it's
for
out of the
6
world.
days.
I just said it just
Nothing
if
too
you
crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, if you a person with impatience and you get the bad luck of it, good luck to you. I'm just saying. Cause a lot of BS happen, you know what I'm saying? You meet new people. Obviously you got the weirdos.
I did
All
meet
right,
my battle
let
buddy.
me not discriminate. Let me not discriminate. But you got the weirdos, you know what I'm saying? You got the I would say it's like a group thing. Like people have their own little groups.
Yeah, little
I ain't
cliques
gonna
and
say what
stuff.
type of group because I want to make you seem like racist or nothing because you do have your groups. Nothing weird about it, nothing wrong about it, but you have your groups
Mm,
and
yeah, but
just keep it
I
like that.
did meet my battle buddy that I shared a room with in AIT in reception, like literally, and we ended up being roommates. So I feel like you can have longer friendships out there. Like a couple of my friends I still talk to from training. Period. So
Keep it a stat. You gonna make friends, bro.
yeah,
You don't got your
yeah, you don't
phone.
gonna be by yourself.
You know, majority of this world is not made up around the phone. You gonna have friends. That's
Cause you
like
ain't gonna have your phone.
that's just like regardless. I'm telling you right now, you gotta be in a mental ill state if you have been able to manage to talk to no one for almost a week straight.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have a serious like mental illness
Yeah,
because you gotta interact. It's life, so you're gonna make friends. That's for
yeah.
sure.
You gonna have some people that gonna piss you off, but they gonna still be a friend. They
Oh,
gonna
do
be
more than
there.
that. That's fact, boy. Way more than that. All right, people make you happy, make you mad. This is gonna most definitely be a fight somewhere. You're gonna see it. It's gonna be close. And
Yeah.
don't make it seem like it only could be y'all. It could be the instructors too. They get mad too because they got feelings.
Mm.
They get mad and they do stuff rationally sometimes.
All right.
Just be alarmed. Next training experience, just straight, just go through, run, do what you gotta do. You know, suck. You gonna be having all types of emotions going on while you in there. But when it's over and said and done, you got what you got. Hope you it's gonna be something that you're gonna remember for life, for sure.
Yeah.
Because of all the work that you had to go through
And
without
with your
lost
battle
contact.
buddies and stuff.
Yep,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be all with people you don't know.
Yeah, but you go get to know.
You're gonna learn some things in life. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna pick up something from out of it. That's for sure. You have no choice but to. Your mind, like you're gonna always be thinking. And what kept me going through BCT in short, mindset. Or think about something that makes you happy, whatever the case is. Just depends on the moment. And yeah,
My what kept me going in basic training was to just get out of there. So anything to get out of there was what I thought about it. Like, I mean, basic training could be fun and all. Like some things, some events. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Some events
big
that you
time.
do gonna be fun. Some events that you're gonna be fun. But sometimes when you're like, oh, I'm tired of doing PT. I'm tired of doing all this stuff. You're gonna think about like,
It's gonna
dang, I
happen.
really want to get done. So
It's gonna
that's what I
happen.
really talk about. So it's like it's like both worlds. You gonna it gonna suck, but then it gonna be fun. And some memories gonna be thinking back about like months after you already completed training and be like, dang, I remember that was funny. Or when me and my battle buddy did that
Yeah,
one thing in
yeah.
training and stuff like that. So the first part of so when he went the basic training, I guess they only started at red phase. But right when I went, when they started this yellow phase thing. So it's basically
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Hold up, big man. There will always be changes, and it could be immediate like that.
Yeah.
Army stay changing. No, I think the military in general stay
Yeah, the
changing. It's
military stuff.
always some new rules, and just keep in mind, new month can mean new different rules.
Yeah.
So, harassment, like the phases and stuff, all that could change
Well, I
in
mean
just
it
like just a little bit of time. So you think somebody has something like yours? It's never the same. Everything always changing. New rules and different things are always changing.
we really did like the same like events and stuff. They just called it something different. Like cause like when I started yellow phase, this is how it started. Like, I just said we get shipped off the reception, mindful of you going the stuff that will fly in reception, it ain't gonna fly at basic training. It's not. I'm sorry, but it's not. Like the reception drill sergeants are way more chiller than basic training drill sergeants. Cause as I said, reception drill sergeants, they just want to get you out their face. That's what their job is, to get you out of reception. So basically, once you're on the bus, you got to be folding up your sleeves and everything because you getting ready for an event. Right after you get off that bus, don't think y'all gonna get time to put up y'all clothes and meet new people. On no, you getting ready to run, getting ready to do something. And what this event was called, I don't remember what it's called, but it's basically the objective of this event is to make sure you're working in teams and that you can work with other people that you don't even know. Like you just got off the bus with these people. Some people might know from reception, but some you don't even know at all. So when I say that, it's like you gonna fold your sleeve up and get ready to do an event. Um, yeah. So you get off the bus, you're gonna have not even before you get off a bus. Let's rewind. The drill sergeant is gonna be beating out a glass. First and foremost, you on the bus. Did they do that to you?
Those songs don't do that.
Your drill
Well,
sergeant didn't do that.
here's the thing. Everybody is different. People do
You,
things differently
they was
and
about to
different things.
rock the bus down in Fort Jackson. Okay.
They look. I'm telling you right now. Keeping this real with y'all. At the end of the day, that's another person that just in your face, man.
Fort
They are
Jackson
not. They
260th.
listen. They are not invincible. They still You still gotta do the same thing you do every day. Keep up shape, whatever the case is. So just keep that in mind when they yelling. It's yeah, it's for leadership, whatever the case. It's to give you the field experience because you gotta keep in mind they go through it themselves.
Hmm.
The experience is probably worse than ours because it's a lot of things didn't go.
Yeah, and they had to go to drill sergeant school
And not
too.
only that, they like some people got worse experience, like flying around, getting at the time BCT. You like your drill sergeant, you could fight them back then. That was a long time ago though. From what my uncles and what they call tell me, it's like get this little chance, you might, you know what I'm saying? Just I'm like, oh, you want to fight? We can go fight. Honestly,
But you can't
I'm
do
just
that
keeping
no
it stat.
more.
Can't do that no
You
more.
can't do that no more.
Wish I could see that experience because you know what I'm saying. A lot of people be throwing hands.
No,
Just saying.
no,
Especially for some of the
no.
crazy
You
stuff,
can't
because
do that no
sometimes
more.
just trying to do say crazy things, and you
They
ain't gonna
do.
like it.
They do. They
You
do.
really ain't gonna like it. But Army changes every day and stuff. NCO changes and all, and some stuff you gotta let go because they do change that. Found out about time that like by the time I was getting done with training and stuff, like training in general, NCO instructors not even actually allowed. Well, from what was changing and going around, NCO instructors aren't gonna be allowed able to even cuss at you.
Yeah. Well, my drill sergeants very much cussed at me,
Yeah, I ain't
and
gonna lie. I
they
think they probably gonna still do it,
and
but it was just a thing
and
that a
they
lot of people
very
wasn't
much
trying to understand. That
and
because
they very much sucked that bus the first day we got there. Like it was like a earthquake. Like I don't know what his drill sergeant did, but mine's was very much on the
I ain't
extra
gonna lie.
crap.
When I first met my BCT drills, see they were loud. This thing they were loud, but here's the thing: like when I had to realize, you know what I'm saying, they do it with you. They don't watch you. They're doing it with you. Like
Some of
that first
mine's
that first
didn't.
night coming in, man. But it was bad. But I had to realize, like, I didn't see it because it's like just out of it. Like, it's gonna be like a little fear thing. You know what I'm saying? You're always gonna be a little scared at some point. It's regardless of what you do.
I
You're just
wasn't.
gonna
I
be a little
slept
scared. The
good.
one thing about that, bro, is like if you really don't see a lot till you reflect after everything ends. You know what I'm saying? So it took me a second to even realize, like, low key down the way that I'm like, they did that. And they do it, you know what I'm saying, multiple times or whatever the case is, because, they're instructors. So I like, okay, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? At least it wasn't like them just screeching off, hey, making me do this and like,
What as you
they're
said,
running with us, they're doing everything.
every drill sergeant's different. Not all my drill sergeant did that for me.
Not even
On the
close.
other hand, every drill sergeant different.
Fun fact, one of her drills started passed out at the ceremony.
Oh my god. Let's do. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Her
Hold
ending of
on.
her BCT ceremony,
Oh
her
my.
drill sergeant fell out of like nobody else fell out the whole time. The instructor was the first one to fall out,
Okay.
and
Okay.
the
All right.
only two. Nobody else fell out there. It was hot, whatever the case is, out there. Like, and it was a female. It was a female instructor. It was funny.
Okay.
It was
Let's.
funny though, because I never,
All right.
I
Let's
never
save
was gonna
that.
see that in my life,
Let's
and that
save
happened.
that for when we get to
Crazy work.
graduation part. Okay. But right now we're in red face / yellow face. Basically, the same thing happens. Your first event is gonna be a team building exercise. It's basically, I don't remember what it's called, but I remember what the objective is. It's like to work in teams, but it's like y'all are supposedly on a battlefield, and they have the smokes and everything. The smokes and everything, like, keep going off. Like, I know, because I remember that, because it almost killed me. Like, that thing came in my lungs and was like, I could not breathe after that. And they're yelling and shouting at us. We need to pick up MRE boxes. MRE, meals ready to eat. Meals ready to eat. MRE.
So
So
we
you're gonna see
explaining
a lot of
this. Are
that.
we explaining it like the whole thing, or are we just explaining pieces? Because it's like you trying to explain the whole thing.
What you mean?
So how long?
This
How
is a
long?
very detailed video.
A very detailed video.
Yep.
So this is gonna be like a 20-minute plus long video.
No, it's not. I
This
don't
is
think it
this
is.
this is gonna be pretty long.
No,
Keep on
it's not.
understand.
Anyway, so the MRE. Get to know that in your head because you're gonna see that a lot. Meals ready to eat. It's nasty, and I do not miss eating them at all. Not at all.
You're gonna like it.
You're not.
You're gonna love
You're
it.
gonna. You're gonna hate it.
You're gonna
You're gonna
love
hate it.
it.
You're
Gonna
gonna
love
hate
it.
it. So you
Especially
have
that
these.
creamy fettuccine.
No. No,
Creamy fettuccine.
that's the worst one. Do not grab that ever, ever.
That shit
Do
hits.
not grab that creamy
Word
fettuccine.
to
That is so bad.
hits.
It's so bad.
Gorgeous. Bro.
Anyway, so you're gonna keep carrying a lot of MRE boxes. It's like boxes filled with MREs and about probably like 7 in it or so, 8. And they get heavy real quick. Like they're not just light at all. They get heavy real quick. So you running with MRE boxes, you running with uh like a dummy on the what's it called? The stretcher bay? The stretcher with Randy. We called him Randy. The dummy?
Experience is different. I don't know what you're talking
Babe, the dummy. You had this heavy behind dummy you carrying on the stretcher thing.
Nope.
As if we're combat medics. You never had that?
Nope.
So we had to carry that around. It's like 50 pounds. And we're running with MRE boxes, changing out, like changing. If you're tired, you help your other battle buddy. It's basically like just all about teamwork. Like that's the first event you're gonna do, and it's gonna be hot. So right before you go to reception, make sure you from reception to basic training, make sure you're drinking a lot of water. Cause I heard somebody died from that event. Not to be, but it's on the news. Somebody did die from that
Apparently.
event. No, she did. Like it's on the news at Fort Jackson. So just
Health
make
is
sure.
everything. Don't never forget that. Health is everything.
Yeah. So that's the first event you're gonna do. So just make sure you're drinking like a lot of water in reception, even though you're not doing much of any exercise. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water.
Reception, just in general.
Yeah, but start drinking a lot of water from that point on, because that's the first event. All right. Um. So yeah, red phase, in summarize, is basically all about team building, um, going past your limits. Like that's when you're gonna do the tower. You're gonna rappel down a, what is it, like 40 foot, 40 foot
Keep
tower.
in mind, sometimes stuff don't happen in that exact order. It's
Yes,
supposed to,
it's not
but
gonna
it
happen.
don't. And sometimes you get lucky and get out of some of this stuff.
I don't know what he's
Depends
talking about.
depends on some of your things in training, because I've seen people, met people that didn't, like they were supposed to do it, but they didn't end up doing it. Sometimes it could be like something big, a part of the training, like purpose, and you don't end up doing it. So
Yeah,
keep
well,
in mind, you
I
can
ended
get
up doing
that.
every
That can
single
happen
thing.
sometimes. That can happen. It's
I
not.
ended up doing every single thing.
It'd be a requirement, but
Yeah.
sometimes you don't really end up doing it.
So
Sometimes.
red phase / yellow phase, all about team building, testing your limits, rappelling down the tower, the gas chamber. I still hate that to this day. I don't even want to go into that, but it's gonna suck. Definitely.
Yeah, but she was done, boy. She was devastated.
Yeah,
See her
so
picture.
that's what red phase
see
is
her
all
picture, boy.
about,
She was
basically. It's not that bad, but it's like the introduction. And then in red phase / yellow phase, you're gonna have what's it called? The 20, like the what's wrong with you?
The what?
The like when we took that 2 minute shower.
That's supposed to be at the start.
Yeah, it's a very, very start of yellow / red phase, because it's not red phase no more.
Nah, well, okay, yeah, she had yellow face. I don't even know what
Yeah,
that is.
it's basically the same thing. They just made an extra phase for no reason.
I think that's just what hurt you or something did. Let me tell you in short.
They gave us yellow flags. All of us on Fort Jackson had a yellow flag.
Let me dumb this down in short, man. In short, because you know what I'm saying. I don't know what she talking about. Yellow fade. There was never.
Okay, but
a yellow
as
phase.
you said, it changes all the time. So there's now a yellow phase,
which is
but
true.
It's basically the same thing as red phase. So that's why I'm saying yellow / red phase, because it's really the same things that are happening, like what's in both phase. Like I really don't see why they made like this extra phase. It makes no sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so the first 24 hours, first 48, something like that.
No, first week. It could be up
Yeah,
to the first week.
first week, you basically gonna be having 2 minute showers. Like you're not gonna have a long ass shower. Well, my bad, long behind shower.
I
Like
said what she said. Okay, take that.
you're not gonna have a long behind shower. Like this is not gonna happen. You're gonna be yelled at while having a shower and all.
I'm
Like
just telling you right now. It just really depends on your time. Like, not I ain't had to do it for a whole week. Luckily, by like the
I did about 2 days.
fourth day, maybe ish.
I did
Like,
about two
you know what I'm
days.
saying? Because the third day, it was just like everybody was just doing it automatically. Like, you know what I'm saying? So nobody, just like, like, how, you know what I'm saying? Like, getting to get yelled or something.
Yeah.
So at that third day, like, people just probably still do it. Yeah, I'm telling you, just do it. Don't screw nobody else. Don't be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know it sucks. 2 minutes or whatever. Just get it done. Okay? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It tests everything. Like,
Yeah.
literally, let's just say, like, in a way, it's gonna feel like you getting like demeaned or like what's it called? Like,
Yeah, but it's really like sharpening your skills to know when it's time to rush, when it's time to not.
and just keep in mind, it's
Yeah.
all for combative purposes because
Yeah. All for
can't be in
tactical
the field.
reasons.
You know what I'm saying? You want to be clean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Ain't
you
gonna be
can't
no.
be
There
on
ain't gonna be no.
deployment and be
Ain't
like
gonna
taking
be no
out
showers out
20,
there.
20 out 20 minutes shower in the field, and it's not going. It would be that under.
Even
Promise.
that, you might just want to have to use wipes.
Yeah.
They got
Some
field
combat
wipes.
Yeah.
Got combat field wipes. You just go out to go on here, hit the vital areas. You're a male. You know what I'm saying? Between there, female. Basically, the same way for a female, but y'all things. So that's her.
Okay. Sometimes they make exceptions for females because they know, like, we're females, like we're more delicate. We know how just to, and that's it. Like we're more delicate down there. So there's sometimes depending on your drill sergeant, depending on your chain of command, there is going to be exceptions for you.
Mm-hmm.
So
for me, for BCT, if you're not in like a co-ed battle buddy team pair, drill sergeant will tell you straight up, like, sword, get out.
yeah, because he went to Fort Moore, which is males beater. Only males can go in. Well, sometimes
let's give a quick background. Infantry was mainly for the men,
but females are tending to go in there nowadays.
Yeah, nowadays it's way more like it just gets bigger and bigger on female.
Yeah, so I'm not saying like just because you're a female you would never end up to that base, because I had battle buddies that was coming in from Fort Moore to Fort Jackson, so that are females. So I'm not saying there's no possibility, but it's mainly for boys, mainly. So anyway, right after red phase, what was it?
Blue phase.
No.
White.
Yeah, white phase. So if I remember correctly, white phase is basically where you start doing a lot of marching and you getting to actually learn cadences and stuff like that. If I remember correctly.
I think.
And you start doing shooting. They start working on your shooting too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, where I was, this is infantry, they do a lot of that. So don't be surprised if like when you hit like the second, maybe third week, like going towards the middle to the end, you constantly keep finding yourself at the range because that's something that they're doing.
Yeah, white phase, you're gonna stay at that range. You're gonna stay at that range in white phase. Just think that every day you're gonna be at that range in white phase. And I can't remember if they did the first ruck in white phase.
Nope. First ruck. Rucks go by phases.
Yeah.
First one. Then and the thing is
the hammer.
about it, they get longer. I don't want to say what they call. She want to say what they call, but personally, they can change that too.
The hammer.
So yeah,
we got the hammer right now. It's the hammer.
The hammer for the red.
The
white one is called
anvil.
Yeah, the anvil. Then the last one is called
forge. So the hammer, which is a ruck, I think it's about 4 miles. Pretty easy.
4, 8, then 12.
Yeah. No, 12. It was not 12.
It's 12.
Well, I mean, my drill sergeant probably lied to me because we had a ruck further for the forge. We had a ruck further than what we known that we were supposed to ruck.
Look,
So then my drill sergeant probably lied to me. So
the miles
it
double
could have
up.
been 12. It could have been 12
The
for real.
miles double up by 4.
Yeah, and my drill sergeants lied to me. They told me it
And
was 10.
most times, cause you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be doing wall walk. You're gonna be doing a lot of walking around. So 4 miles, you think just 4 miles and that's it? Sit around do nothing. Nah, 4 miles, you're gonna be walking around, especially for white, because you get there, and more than likely you're supposed to do land nav,
I
and
never ended up doing it.
you're going to be walking. You're going to be probably just walking just as much as it took you to get there. So 8 miles ain't gonna feel like 8 miles, because guess what? They're gonna put you so they're gonna tell you go explore. Have you with a paper and a compass. Obviously, they're gonna explain it to you. Well, at least in my
Well,
case,
I
because she
never
ain't had to
got
do
that
it.
experience because there was no time. So we just learned the backstory about Leonov and how to do it, but we never actually got out there and did it because there was no time
Yeah,
in our.
she got away with murder. Just
No,
like that. Tell you,
we
you don't got
learned
you ain't gonna you
about
got to
it.
do it. That's important. Keep in mind that is something important you're supposed to do.
We
But
learned
she ain't do
about
it.
it. We did little steps and stuff like the counter steps and stuff like that, but we never really went out and did lean now because only certain people were picked for that because we had no time to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on your chain of command again on that one. But our commander made sure we still learned like the basics of it and what it is about, and not just like took out the whole thing by itself. But we never really did it, but we did it. You know what I'm saying? But basically, that hammer is about 4 miles. It's nothing crazy. Sometimes they will make you walk there and you take the bus back. So it was like one night in the field. So basically, you get there, you dig something called a foxhole, which you gotta land with your weapon. That's where you sleep. That's your bed. So the hammer is one night in the field. As I said, pretty easy. Nothing too crazy. You only stay there for one night. Y'all get there. Y'all do like security pull. What is it called again? Pulling security.
And I'm telling you right now, you're going to be exhausted, and not exhausted because of the fact that they're going to have you doing some. Well, in a way they is, but not like some crazy stuff. They're going to have you doing like tactical stuff, like what happened if you're in the woods, and you know what I'm saying. Boom, shots start coming. You'll learn more about it if you go. I don't think I don't know if we keep explaining that.
Yeah, we can't really explain like in the details, but I could tell you the basically what to expect.
Yeah, what to
Yeah,
expect.
so you're gonna be pulling security majority of the time. Like just remember that statement because you're gonna do it a lot when you come into the field.
Going to red, moving to white and blue.
So in red and yellow phase, drill sergeants are more like on edge or chew. But when you get in the step in the white, they more like be like more lenient with you, at least like I would say.
Man, they'll start. They supposedly start to lead. Now,
Yeah,
if you
but
and that all depends on your platoon.
Yeah,
Man.
like if
So
you
if you
and your
got big heads
platoon
and it's a
do
lot of y'all,
something, you're
just
going
know.
back to red phase.
No, just not like, and it's not like they're gonna drag you back down like you gotta be started over the week.
No,
they're
no,
saying
no.
they're gonna treat you like
Treat
you
you
in
like
red
you're in
phase.
red phase. They can't drag you back down because, like in reality, like they got like 1,000 more people waiting to come back into training, so they can't do that. Like, okay,
They'll scare you with it though.
Exactly, they can't do that. They have like 1,000 people waiting at reception, ready to come into training. They can't do that. So once you're out of phase, you're out of phase. But they gonna pull I'm gonna put you back down to red phase or they gonna treat you like you're in red phase.
Yeah, that's mainly what they're gonna say. They're gonna say they're gonna treat you like that. It sucks though. So, but here's the thing: most people end up getting it because you're gonna have
that one person.
Every platoon got that one guy.
Yeah.
That they say. I'm telling you, you're gonna have that one guy. She, or they,
it's gonna
are going to make it suck.
Hell.
Like they're gonna make it suck.
I don't think
it's barely often that like mic check 1 2. All right, anyway. But yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna make it hell.
They're gonna make it suck. Like you got somebody that's got asthma, like you got to talk to the drill sergeant, because people like
They
talk a
just
lot,
gotta do
want to
something,
talk, do something that they don't have to do.
for
It's
no
gonna suck.
reason. For no
So don't be
reason.
surprised if you know how to do some push up more extra than I like.
You're gonna
For
be
me,
stronger
for example,
every time.
I was the person in the platoon that had to get people out of their mess because they physically couldn't do it, but they could physically run their mouth, man. Like nonstop. Like just trying to be like, shush, be quiet, shut up. Just I don't know, but just like something. Like you just can't be quiet, man. And they just make it, and they just like I'm
They just make
telling you,
it
it
hell.
suck,
They
man.
do. They hella do. But then those are the battle buddies that after a while they go understand. Like at one time they gonna get it up here. I promise you they are. And y'all
Nah,
gonna be the best of
nah.
friends.
So, yeah, see? Dang, this fell. Y'all still hear me? All right.
You said, "Dang, this failed." Like we ain't see that it failed. The heck?
Anyway, but yeah, sorry. Mic check again. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah. Anyway, um,
But you gonna love them battle you gonna
nah,
grow on
but
you.
I ain't
I
gonna lie,
promise you.
but I'm telling you, you got. This is what I mean by like some people probably might be mentally ill too. Speed alarm. Man, I had this one dude. Let's just say in short, he was once in the Marines. He didn't make it in the Marines. He tried to come to the Army. A character. Let's just say that character, like a character that just like you really gotta keep watch on that character because genuinely, like genuinely, I don't know, man. I can't. With my life, I'm just saying, my life, bro. Like it's like he got issues. You gonna have people like that too. Be alert. You know what I'm saying? Just look out for some people because I'm telling you right now, there's gonna be somebody probably crazy in there, like somebody that probably do something out of pocket. So if you meet them on that first week and you figure out who that is, please keep an eye on them. You know what I'm saying? You really do have some people that be ready to crash out.
All right, Blueface. Blueface. No. Whiteface that we didn't talk about consists of anvil, right? And very end of Whiteface, before you get that flag to Blueface, you're gonna do the anvil. The anvil is six mile, right?
Let's
Six,
say six. It's not.
six,
It's not. It's supposed to be. It's mainly eight, bro. I'm gonna tell you. Just add extra
six,
miles to it. I'm telling you
seven,
right now.
6 or 7, about right
Eight.
there. But on the anvil, when I was about to do an anvil, what had happened was it was a thunderstorm. I remember this very clearly. It was a thunderstorm, so we ended up taking a bus there. But while we thought we got away with murder, our drill sergeants killed the show. They were like, "No, y'all gonna get up Saturday morning and do this ruck." And that was in the week, I believe. So we had like 2 days out in the field, and when we came back tired and everything, we had to get up the next morning and go to the ruck, and that sucked so much because I would rather do the ruck before we even been out in the field. Because when you come from the field, you're dirty, you're exhausted, and you're tired. I promise you, you are. You don't want to do that ruck. You really don't want to do that ruck afterwards.
It's a mind game.
Yeah. So we went in the field. We took the bus. We had to do the field exercise and everything. It was raining, so we were digging our foxholes in the rain. In the rain. It was pouring raining, and we were
So
digging
see
a
how she
foxhole in the rain.
highlight the word rain. Rain wasn't nothing, regardless of
And
whether it
rain
was
is not
thundering
that bad, but
for where I was.
the dirt was wet, so it's harder. It was harder to dig because the dirt was wet, so it was harder to dig a hole. That's what I'm saying. The rain is not that bad, but I'm saying it's harder to dig a hole when the dirt is wet and your drill sergeant just walking around laughing at you. That's that's irritating. So then we took the bus back. We did all the field exercises that we had to do. Basically the same thing. And just be mindful before y'all leave that field. You're gonna put that hole back. Like you're gonna put all the dirt back in the hole before you leave.
That's all she had to do. I ain't do nothing like that.
You didn't have to do that?
I was look, man. People done coffins while I was, like coffins now. Like you know how coffins and they go straight down to it can fit a whole person standing up in there. We had that.
We had this. The guys always do that extra junk. Okay, us females know we gotta put this dirt back. We're not gonna do all this. We're gonna make depth, but we is not gonna make a hole that you were gonna bury your body. We're not doing that because we're mindful that we gotta put this dirt back. And our drill sergeant actually inspected our hole. Even our first sergeant inspected our holes, and the commander inspected the holes.
But please tell me
Because
I heard me, man.
You probably squeezed it.
I did accidentally tap it, but you know what I'm saying. Just making sure. I don't want to keep saying mic check, but 1, 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you keep on stop squeezing the back.
No, I know. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to get used to holding this thing because nobody really gonna sit up here talk like this. You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey.
Okay. So basically, that's what you do. All the field exercises. You're gonna have something called stick leans. It's basically I'm up, he sees me, I'm down. Like basically, you're just gonna be jumping up with your weapon, running, and when the enemy see you, the pretend enemy, you're going down in a prone position. It was like you laying down as like a sniper would be before they kill somebody. Yeah. So basically, all of that and basically it's team building exercises. Um, so Blueface started. You came from the Anvil. I had to do it on Saturday morning though. Came from the Anvil. You get your blue flag on there. What happens in Blueface?
I don't know what blue phase you talking about.
Blueface.
No, but what blue phase? There ain't no blue phase. I don't know what you're talking about.
Blueface.
No, you said something about you get a blue flag. Ain't no blue flag. What are you talking about? Anyway,
The blue flag on your pole. On the pole, y'all never change y'all
again, her
flags.
experience is different from mine. Never had no flag up.
You never had flags like when you was in yellow phase, you have a yellow flag. When you in red phase, you have a red flag. When you have in white phase, you have a white flag. When you in blue phase, you have a blue flag.
All their screams is differences, and in different places, different things. Okay.
Well, we did. So you got your
this is
flag.
more than her
Blue
experience
phase.
than mine.
Blue phase. What happened in blue phase?
Basically, in short, blue phase just make up mostly for me. Like you like whatever you failed throughout them phases. I like maybe like the what's it called? Like for example, you failed the tower.
The rug, tower,
whatever the case is.
gas chamber, or you took your behind the sick hall. You think sick hall gonna get you out of it, but
some places they don't let you. Like hers, apparently they ain't let you. Not for mine, some people did get out of some things, and I ain't proud of it because it's like they made it.
Okay.
It's on. It's like they made it, but it's like you wasn't there, bro. You wasn't there, and that make. I honestly, that's gonna make you see them less of a teammate at all. So it's like you low key just sour push their way into
and
it.
I did the work.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like a lot of people, right? Really like, especially when you know, like people be going to sick hall or you can't walk. I'm hurting. Man, there was some real people in there that had little shin splints. All what's it called doing that 8 miles, bro? The people want to fake get on crutches.
When I had
not even hurting, man. And they'll be sitting there in that van or whatever wherever we slowly out and then transporting, watching the people that's actually hurting, suffering, man. So you have real people that's like that, and then you have people that's like that. If you know what I mean. Like I don't like low key. That's one thing that I just kind of hate the most. And then it's like don't be in no room to talk trash to nobody, bro. Especially if we just came from the same place. Don't be in no room to do it, bro. You will get put on the spot.
Yeah,
we will get put on the spot.
But the thing with shin splints, a thing that you need to know, because I do have shin splints, and I was not about to wear them standard issues boots the whole time. They suck. I'm not recommending that. So when it came to the hammer, I went on a day that we had no events at all. I went on that day, and I got me a profile that basically I went to sick hall and they written up a paper that allowed my drill sergeant to let me get a regular boots, like regular army boots.
Some people get away with it, some people don't.
No, if you have shin splints, trust and believe me. If you go down to the sick hall and tell them that you have shin splints, they're gonna give you that profile. And I just took it to my drill sergeants, and they took me to the outer PX outside of training area, and took me to the outer PX, which is a store right away. And I went and I shopped for my regular army boots. I did that since the hammer, which is about red phase. I've been stopped wearing them standard issue boots because I have issues with my foot. I cannot be wearing that. And also the hard PT shoes, which is physical training shoes you get. I got me a Nike shoes out of that store too. So not only they gave me the boot profile, they gave me a soft shoes profile. So if you have shin splints, just go there and say that. I promise you're gonna get it. I promise you. Okay. So blue phase also consists of your last ACFT, because I don't think we mentioned, but your first ACFT, they just want to test where you at, which is like probably like a starting of the cycle. They just want to test where you at. They just want to
Just
know
go
where you
hard,
at.
man. Because if you pass that, you don't have to worry about the one in blue phase.
That's what my drill sergeant said, but people that passed it still had to retake the other one. So just
Different
don't
places,
do nothing.
different things.
Just don't do nothing on the first one. The first one, they just trying to test where you at. Like, it
Telling
don't
you,
matter.
telling you right now, don't do that. Don't do what she talking about. She gonna screw you over. Cause I had to take it twice. Cause
everybody had to take it twice, regardless of what they
my
did.
drill sergeant screwed me over, man. Right? He screwed me over, and he was being petty. That's what I'm saying. Not all instructors are like the other. It could be the coolest one that do the pettiest things. I'm just letting you know. So, literally, this man kept my timer running. I finished.
Here you go.
For me, it was like I think things like 22 minutes. Right. Finished. I ran past him and everything. I'm chilling. Right. This man kept my timer running because I didn't say I'm done.
Well, you should have said I'm done.
Man,
that's why if they tell you do something, please do it.
Listen,
please do it.
He was watching me. He was outright watching me.
Whatever they tell you to do, just do it.
Man, look, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You're tight. That's not the first thing somebody gonna be remembering, bro. So I'm over there like, all right, fine, fan, whatever. Done, right? Did that little 2-mile run. You know what I'm saying? I go back to this man. This man turned his phone to me, and then he stopped the timer. You know, that was the first time in life I like Loki. In my head, I'm like, it went blank. I was like, I'm about to lose it, bro. And he wasn't gonna change it.
No, because drill sergeants can be petty. So do exactly as they say.
Screw all that.
Exactly.
Because he had to keep track of me the whole time. He was tabbing me down for every other time, and I didn't say anything, just like others. Other people didn't say anything, but he was suspecting me too. No, listen, listen, man, bump that, because you ain't there. I'm telling you, bro. That I'm like, it was bad, man. Like, I'm telling you, when I had everything down, my score wasn't bad. My score like a 4. It would have been, my score was like a 4.45 because I didn't get that. And he screwed me over, bro.
Oh yeah, but that
by 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and I was already like trying to pace the run. I'm a football player, and I was on offensive line. The last thing you would think an own lineman could do is a 2-mile run and two like.
Are you squeezing it?
No, I'm not squeezing.
Okay.
And like even 20, like even like not even like going up to 26 minutes, bro. You have to have a lot of stamina to do something like that. Seriously, I'm telling you, it's no joke, man.
I'm not good with running either.
He screwed me over, and I could have been done like with the rest of my peers, because I wasn't weak at all. My like for any ACT I took, I always started off with hundreds for the first 3. Always, and it still is on the off day. It's still 100. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a stab in the back when you realize you basically done, and you have to go do it again now because he wanted to be petty enough to do stuff like that. Like, I'm telling you, like, in a sense of mind, bro, it's terrible. Like, it's bad, bro, and it's like, why? Like,
Because you didn't
you
follow
really want to
instructions.
flash out, but you just know where you at, and you just like, if you really take this seriously,
It's all because you didn't follow the instructions.
no, because I wasn't instructed. That's what I'm getting towards. It wasn't instructed. I was like, oh, you get past me, say I'm done. He ain't make no reminder. He don't think he just say, let's keep going. You got this. Everybody else ain't say I'm done.
Okay,
I
well,
had no problem. They ain't say nothing, but and they done tagged down.
all right. Well, basically,
Telling
take
you.
your last ACLT. That was the first one you took. As they want to see where you at. Your last ACLT. Make sure you pass this. You have to pass this one. You have to pass this ACLT. There's no failing. Especially you that close to graduating and leaving. You have to pass this ACLT. Like, there's nothing. So basically, Blueface, makeups, ACLT, yeah, and then you getting ready to go in the Forge, right?
Yep.
So Forge,
Well, see, here's the different show. Like, my buffet, we ain't had to do all that.
oh yeah, and we did throw bombs in that Forge. Yeah, right.
No, white face.
No, but my thing,
White face.
mine, mine, I threw bombs like in Blueface. In my training, we threw bombs in Blueface, but he supposedly did it in Whiteface, but I threw it in Blue.
They take you serious when you say you going to the range. They did everything they could, and since they infantry, they love using these weapons. They're like, you know what I'm saying? Just I want to be cool. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be cool. Want to be like, you know what I'm saying?
So I would say Blueface is
can't
more
do it.
like, I would say Blueface is more like an individual. They want to see where you are individually, because you getting to the end of the cycle, and they want to know where you at individually. Before you go into individual training. So let's recap. We went blue slash, no, my bad. We went yellow slash red face. Basically team bonding. You want to know where you at, all that. White phase, weapons. It's gonna be everything with shooting. You going in the field here and there. You're gonna live at that range. Blue phase, they want to see where you at individually. So last event's of blue phase, the Forge, right? Forge. Yeah. That's your last training event.
That's your last big
to
event, but
leave.
that's not like don't think when you get done with the forge, oh, that's it. You don't gotta do that now.
Yeah, don't think that.
They're lying to you, so don't believe it.
Look in the camera.
This is how bad it was, man. This is how bad it was.
Yeah,
Man, I had to run 12 miles over that set
here
time
you
away.
go. Let's tell them what blue phase
Back to back
is. Let's tell
tormenting,
them
bro.
what Forge is.
Back to back tormenting, bro. And I calculated up to that same track I ran on. It came up to 12 miles. And overall, over that whole set time of waiting, because the Ford be like in the midst, right there in the middle of like blue phase. It can be. It's not in the end of the week.
But mine is at the end. Mine was the last.
Because you get a week of recovery, and that's probably like basis on what like your last week or you leave
They're lying.
It's not
to
a week
you.
of recovery,
It is
man.
Week. It is not. No, in your recovery, you gonna be doing the most BS. I promise you. I promise you.
This be the time for your drill sergeant to get back at you, man.
Literally.
Be literally their time to get back at you.
No, I swear.
That's what the week of recovery means.
Yeah.
The week of drill sergeants BS, man.
Yeah. So in the Forge, basically do the same thing, but you're going probably about 11, 12 mile ruck now. And then in the forge, you're gonna do something called naked night. Basically, you're gonna be crawling in hard behind sand for about a football field, or probably even more. Low crawling with your face in this said sand, with bullets shooting live rounds over your head. You're gonna be wearing your uniform, uh, eye pro, ear pro, and a bulletproof vest with your helmet. Bulletproof vest is probably about 40 pounds.
Yep.
Helmet's probably about 20. And yeah, so it's gonna be a time, but you got this. You could do it. You could do it, but it's gonna be a time. But before you even get there, you have to ruck there. So you gotta walk there. We walked about 4 miles there. And then when we turn around and come back after the naked night, it was only a mile. So you know what? We were walking in circles for no reason. With our weapon, you're low crawling, and we're walking there for 4 miles in circles for no reason. And we came back in less than 5 minutes. We were so confused, literally. Didn't know what was going on. Like, why is it so short of a time now? Some things you're gonna realize don't make no sense, but it's gonna make sense at the end.
That's with anything. That's with anything.
Yeah.
You know, when you get done, things don't make sense. And you know it don't make sense when you get done with all this said done whatever training, you get to your unit station, and you look at stuff, and then you sometimes you wonder when when you doing stuff, you look with a confused face like, why is it like that? Sometimes your first shot can't even tell you why it's like that. It's just like, oh, honestly, you want me to keep it? I don't know either. Like you know that it's not just a training thing. Once you get there, when you realize that higher up don't even know why it's like that either. I'm telling you, it's facts.
So anyway, after that, you probably get a little rest here and there, but you really about to pack up and hit the road the next day. And this is the ruck that it counts. This is the ruck that it counts. The first ruck to get there, which took you about 12 miles, it didn't count to nothing. That's not a graduation requirement. The ruck back, after you done did all this mess, you're tired. In my case, it was hot. It was so hot in Fort Jackson.
She lived.
And now we had to walk back, and that's the ruck that count. We had to walk back to Hilton Fields. And if you ever been to Fort Jackson, or if you trained there or whatever, you know Hilton Fields is where you graduate, and that's where you go after the forge. So we walked approximately about 5 hours in about 30 minutes, because I was timing us in our pace. It wasn't much of anything because it took us 5 hours and 30 minutes to get back there. Um, so yeah, we got at Hilton Fields, and we got to sleep just a little bit. We got there at 2 o'clock in the morning because we left that night. So how was your forge experience?
Man, short man. A lot of people just asking. We just like around the forts, you know what I'm saying? It was like mostly, yeah, it's the rock and all that. Still the same, it's no different. They gotta do naked night, whatever the case is. You gotta do really much too much. We doing a lot of waiting around more than anything sometimes, because I think this be just the last time that your drill sergeant tries to try to play games on you, play tricks. Like whatever the case is, you get to shoot blanks, whatever. You gotta be on guard. This time you will have blanks. Drill sergeants will be coming up. They will try to take a gun. Well, at least here's the thing of mine.
Yeah,
Us in the forest, man, we was testing our drill sergeant. Like, think of it like a real scenario. Like They like if they want to walk up and snatch your gun, you're not supposed to let them take that.
Weapon,
You not.
weapon,
Yeah, your.
weapon.
Let me sorry. Your
Never say
weapon.
gun in there. Never say gun in there.
They ain't gonna smoke you
Weapon,
for it, but it's supposed to be. Well, yeah, your weapon,
weapon.
your service weapon, or whatever you want to call it. Don't let them take it. That's not what in real life situations. You're not going to let them take it, are you? Don't let them
No.
take it.
Yeah.
So
Major
they
sign took 7.
don't like when they're telling you like even like this how serious you gotta take it, man. Even if they be like, "Oh, I'm a drill sergeant, let me in," you're not supposed to let them in. They don't give you. Honestly, y'all gotta figure that out. But
Yeah.
like, don't listen to them on that last one, man. Like, they're like
Don't
when you
listen to
pull on
them.
security and it's overnight, you know they all still there.
Don't fall
I'm
asleep.
telling you, most drill sergeants become very lenient.
Don't fall asleep.
Don't fall
Don't
asleep
fall
on that
asleep.
shift, especially if you know you're near the entrance that they're mainly
Why are you
coming through,
yelling?
man.
Why are
Like
you
I
yelling?
that was one thing that had me, man. It was to some doofus, man, fell asleep, and you at the main entrance. Why are you sleeping
Why are you
at
yelling?
the
You have
main
a
entrance,
mic.
bro?
You have a mic.
The
Why are you
main
yelling?
entrance, man. Don't do that, man. Don't
Yeah,
be
don't
that
do
guy. That's
that.
what I'm saying. You're gonna always have people that be that guy, and it's not gonna be the same person. It's gonna be somebody once in a while. Maybe yeah, sure it was on accident. Not like you meant to. You're tired. Your
Yeah, you
body is
are
gonna
gonna
make
be
you sleep,
tired.
but don't willingly just be like, I'm finished sleep. Like, what's wrong with you, man? I'm telling you. Yeah.
Because you,
Okay. Yeah, I know. But like, don't be just willingly able to do that, man.
yeah,
Especially you at like the main entrances, like this, that, and etc. is over there. Whatever the case is, however y'all lay up, set up, and whatever.
mm,
Don't fall asleep at the main
yeah,
entrance, man. And more than likely, like as I was saying, don't let them take your weapon. Like, cause again, I ain't really finished, but like for me, for my training experience, we like some just aren't will try to come up, run up and snatch your weapon.
yeah.
You're not supposed to let them take your weapon. You will not see your weapon. And
Fight them. Fight
keep
them.
in mind, it is your weapon. Low key. So it's like, think of like if they took that and you don't see it no more. It's not their responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
It's yours. So don't let them snatch that. You know what I'm saying? Some people was confused about it. Some people be scared because like, oh, it's a drill. But I'm telling you,
No,
I'm just keeping in
fight
mind.
them.
They is another person. They are just another person. If they're not in your group, they're not in your platoon. Your platoon. No, not even if it's your platoon drill sergeant.
Babe, why are you yelling like you
Telling
have a
you,
mic?
don't let them do it, man. Don't let them just walk up, try to grab it. You post that you have some words or whatever you supposed to say over alert, get everybody up and going. I know I had
Yeah.
to do it one night because I made
So,
it loud and clear, man. You wasn't gonna take it from me, and you not getting close. I'm
so what
telling you,
about your road back? How was that?
man. The rap battle, man, it was just a mod thing, man. It was raining and pouring, man. So everything started to get heavy and all that
Yeah.
stuff. People just be ready,
Yeah, I know
man.
that.
And
It'll be
then
heavy.
here's the thing, man. My platoon was kind of a little bit built different, so we got maybe like we finally hit that quarter, like not like actually that mile away, basically. Just people started running. People started running.
They're crazy. I'm not doing that.
People started running, man. We start like people started like, okay, let's move a little bit fast. Let's pick this up, man. We almost done. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? We
everybody
was all
was literally
happy.
hyping themselves up. Everybody does that. Like, especially when we
Man,
saw that like
let me tell
Hilton
you this, man.
Fields.
Man, everybody over
When
here.
we saw that Hilton Fields, everybody was hyping themselves up. Everybody was starting to move like quick. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
short, so I'm normally in the front. Cause when you get there, you're gonna notice that every ruck you do, shorter people is gonna be at the front. So
Don't
I'm always at the front.
yeah. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People like you know what I'm saying? Like and they just aren't gonna let you, man. Like they ain't gonna tell you to stop. It's it that's your life to vet. That's your time to be excited, actually for
Mm,
one. But
yeah.
don't that weekend recovery, don't think too
Yeah.
lightly, bro.
So let's talk about you got to Hilton Fields, you got to wherever y'all go at whatever base you at, and you finally gonna get your beret at the ceremony and stuff. I don't know if y'all have a ceremony, but
Yeah,
we have
you
we're at
you
Fort
have a
Jackson. We had a
ceremony. You're
ceremony.
gonna have a ceremony.
Yeah, so you gonna finally get to put on that beret you done got in from when reception. You done got that in. You finally get to put on this stupid beret. Look, let me not say stupid. This overly exaggerated beret. You get to finally put on. You shave it down and you get to put it on now. So at the ceremony, what's gonna happen at the ceremony? But basically, they're gonna just be talking and talking and talking. Like your sergeant major, this one you're gonna know exactly who your sergeant major is. Like if you didn't know before, you're gonna actually see him in person and stuff like that. Your sergeant major, you're gonna be talking, and you gotta say the soldier's creed. And you're gonna say the soldier's creed
Yeah.
for the first time.
Hold up.
Your sergeant major, you're gonna be talking and talking about nothing that you gonna care about at this point, because you know what, you just passed the forge, you getting ready to get up out of there, you don't really care what they talking about. You gonna say the soldier's creed, and it's the first time you gonna get called a soldier. Other than that, you get called a trainee the whole time, and it's gonna really hit. Like for me, it did. Like
See, I didn't really care.
at the ceremony, when I first say the soldier creed and it says I'm American soldier, I started crying. I'm not going to even lie. I started to
Most
cry
people get emotional.
because,
I
like,
was like, right, and all that. We supposed to.
yeah,
Like, everybody be crying at some point. Everybody be like, you did it. Yeah,
yeah.
you did it.
And now you're
You
actually
like that.
American soldier. You know what I'm saying?
You did something that most of America can do.
Yeah, yeah. Majority of American like can't do at all.
I'm telling you, it's a mind game.
Yeah, it's
So
really
in order
just
to pass that, it's really going to take a lot.
yeah. But I ensured I cried. Like I was overwhelmed and everything.
I did it.
Shut up. And then my son came around, and what did they give us again?
I give you some, man. Listen, man. Short. Let's cause we making this way too long. Short. Give us some medals and whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Et cetera.
they
Give you some
gave.
medals.
No, they gave you your army patch. Get
Yeah,
the,
no, yeah,
yeah,
they give us
they
some
gave you your army
medals.
patch.
They don't give you that. They just tell you to
No,
put
they
for us.
so you could put it on now.
Yeah. Whatever the case
Yeah,
is, they
and
tell you
then you
go
can
put that
put your
on.
beret on, and then you walking around with your beret on while everybody else, some people in other battalion, gonna be jealous somewhere because they ain't get to that point yet. And basically, just a tip: when you're in training on the weekends, do not do no dumb crap. Do not do no dumb. They look for the dumb crap to be done around the weekend so they can punish you in the week for it.
Mm-hmm.
My best advice to you is go to church. Please go to church. Go somewhere. Go to
Go get
anything
your
that you
Jesus
can
on,
go to.
man. Go get your Jesus
Go to
on.
church. Like you gonna like church too, because you know what? When you get that around your head, that's when everybody be going to church. People that haven't been going to church this whole time, they're gonna go to church when they have that beret on their head, so they can walk around in that beret. Like trust and believe that. So just go to
See, she
church.
make it seem like I'm like, oh yeah, I did that. I'm like that thing, but everybody do it. So in short,
Yeah.
man, no, not the end. When you start BCT, you get into it. They start like you go to church. Just start going at the beginning all the way to the end, man. If you, okay, Loki, I ain't go to church. I haven't been to church that much in my life
I
consistently.
used to go to
So I
church,
went to
so
trainer.
I
She went to
I
church
was
like
going to
8
church.
years ago. So don't, yeah, she
No,
wasn't going to church
no,
back to back
I
there
was still
before
going
she
to
got there.
church.
That's like eight years ago,
No, it was not.
8 9 years ago for
No,
real.
that was
So
not.
don't believe
No,
that. You know what I'm saying? But
no.
yo, oh church, man, get out there
I did
here.
love church
They
though.
highly prefer it too that you got there here, man.
Yeah,
Whatever the
because they
case
don't want
is,
you in their hair.
they don't want to
They
see
don't
you,
want you.
especially on the weekend.
Yeah, on the weekend
Or if you just
they
want to
don't
sit
want to
down and
see.
chill, they'll give you your food, whatever. They talk to you a little bit, send you back on your way,
Yeah.
man. Just go to church.
All right, and if y'all want a part two, which is like ART experience, just comment below. Let us know.
But it's gonna
Cause
be
we got
long.
yeah,
It
cause
was
we
most definitely gonna be like maybe 20 minutes. We probably been talking about this maybe for like
An hour.
No, 2 hours.
Something like
We
that.
started at 5, like maybe like 5:50. Whoa. Okay, started like 5, like maybe 5:50, 7:36, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is gonna be a pretty nice video.
Yeah.
This is very long. We could make a part 2 out of it. It might be a lot of cuts. It's gonna be
Yeah.
probably a lot of stuff. Maybe we get cut out. We don't want the video to be too long, whatever the case is. I do gotta get it going because college life, work calls, stuff to
Yeah.
do.
But just comment below if y'all want an AIT experience. But this basically is basic training up to what you got, when you get on that flight, what's gonna happen from there. On
Yeah,
the basic training.
make sure
And
y'all
obviously
short.
you graduate after that. After 2 weeks pass, if you getting smoked like constantly,
You already on your
keep
way.
getting smoked. But yeah, you're gonna love graduation and family day. It's gonna be so good, so great. Any more tips and tricks you want to tell them? Like any tips in general that they should keep in mind before going to training?
I got something to say about graduation day. Telling you right now, because it's the first thing that everybody knew.
What?
Graduation day, especially for the males, maybe the females too.
Don't
Whatever
even
y'all
put
think,
that in there.
man.
Don't even put that in there.
If you know what I'm saying,
Rush me.
you're wrong. You're wrong. Man.
What are you even talking about
You
right
are
now?
wrong. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you ain't on family day,
Rush me.
if you ain't on family day,
Anyway,
you're wrong, man.
catch us in the next video. If you want an AIT video, experience, just let us know in the comment section. Remember to subscribe, like, and share.
You're wrong.
All right.